Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name's Parkhopper John. I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Sitting across from me is the lovely and talented jack of all trades, touch the pearls, Mr. Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com. Welcome to the show, everybody. How you doing, T? What's going on?
Good, yeah. Had a good weekend. Hung out with some family, hung out with some podcasters.
Yep.
Some the podcast family, the regular family.
Yeah. You familiar? It was great. We had a great time. Yeah. Had a good time at our little meetup at the Scat Cat. The Scat Cat Club, the only club on Disney property that does not have any signage at all.
They don't want you to find it.
Yeah.
Just walk on
by. Apparently I did. I walked by twice. Didn't even see the place.
Yeah. If you haven't, go check out. They have live music. I think it starts at 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have live music at 8. You can get drinks. They have food. They have games for the kids. I mean, real games like Jenga and Mousetrap, I think. And there was a whole...
They have Mousetrap at Disney World?
Yeah, I think so. They got a...
Think about that. That's weird.
It's a Mickey Mouse, the boss. Mickey Mouse trap.
Try to trap the boss.
Trap the boss. Yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah, good. Yeah, had a good time. Yeah. We did that on Saturday, and then I was working all day yesterday. Did you do anything Disney fun yesterday?
No. Went to Trattoria for dinner with family, and that was it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we'll get to the rest of the stuff from the weekend in just a second. But before we do that, we literally just got done. If you're watching this live on Facebook, which we do every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we literally just got done with our live to tape this week, live Patreon show. And what we do is we do special content for our Patreons. If you have no idea what we're talking about, patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast is a way that we're creating a very special community where you guys are helping us do some really cool things there by becoming our patrons, people who support the show financially. You can find out more, like I said, at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And we offer a lot of really great content there, including ad-free shows. All the shows that come out have advertisements in it, except for the shows we put on for Patreon. It's literally just no ads. It's just all the good stuff with no fluff. We also put exclusive video content up there, and we have some really awesome Disney-centric rewards for the different levels of support. And we would love to thank our current patrons, David M., Willie, Jeremy, Katie, Eva, Grant, Ernie, David R., and Ross. Thank you guys for supporting the show financially, allowing us to do some really cool stuff. We're upgrading our content. We're updating our equipment as needed, as you can see in the live shot. Now we have some monitors happening up here. And if you would like to do some support for the show or find out a little bit more about us, you can sign up at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
Yeah. So show them the postcard. Forward up to a camera.
If you are watching the live show, are we putting these shows on YouTube yet?
No, we should though.
No, we should do that.
Go ahead.
Maybe I'll jump on that this week. If you are, if you can see the live show, we have this lovely postcard from our friend Megan, who says, and I quote, "Bonjour from a Disneyland Paris. Thanks again for the prize." So she won our prize for the contest. Hope to see you here one day. So that was really cool. We got to see not only a little postcard from Disneyland Paris, because I used to collect stamps, got the little stamps there from Disneyland. It was kind of cool. It's kind of a little 3D Funko-Vision.
Little lenticular.
Yeah, lenticular thing. It's kind of nice. It's really cute. It's got Remy. It was Remy the chef
Yes. From Ratatouille.
It's got Remy from Ratatouille. It's got who's the cat from Pinocchio?
Figaro.
Figaro's in it. It's got the...
Do I need to take out my book?
Yeah, no. It's got Chip and Dale make an appearance.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. So it's got a lot of
Ratatouille is coming to us, but, we'll talk about that later.
See, the Fab Five are in it. It's awesome. Yep. So that was kind of cool. That was a very nice...
Thank you, Megan. Appreciate that. I always like getting some Disney souvenir from across the pond.
Absolutely. You can put it with your mask from your Buzz Lightyear mask that I brought you from across the way.
Yeah, they're selling those as party favors now for the kids I saw in the Disney store, but I don't think it's the same quality. I think it's just plastic. Yeah, the old elastic band that
that's no good.
Hey, I do also want to mention, go and check out Magic Your Band. I had some cocktails with Matt and Tracy, who own that. They have now over 300 designs on their site, and coming soon they're gonna have some new shiny sparkly glitter designs.
God bless you.
Yeah. And they're gonna do some character stuff, more character driven stuff. And the thing that I thought was the fun and the coolest is they have little, the new 2.0, it's got like the little Mickey icon in the middle. Well, I think the other one did too. But they now have Mickey stickers that you can put and colorize. So if your band is red, you can have like maybe a purple Mickey thing there. And since I just have I pulled mine out, I just have the token, or the puck as they're calling it. Mm-hmm. I could put like a little sticker on it and jazz it up. So go check them out, Magic Your Band.
Yep, magicyourband.com.
And if you use Disney Parks Podcast, you get 10% off your order.
Yep. Heck yeah.
Go check them out.
Are you ready to get into the news?
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
But as we get into the show, we want to let you know about our sponsor this week by saying this. Hey, if you've been thinking about taking a Disney vacation, and really, who of us hasn't? But why do you want to go through all the hassle of weeding through all the resorts, and the fast passes, and the dining reservations, and all the crazy transportation stuff? Why do that on your own when Tracy at Our Laughing Place Travel can do it all for you? Tracy specializes in Disney travel and prides herself on excellent concierge level service. She makes all of your dining and show reservations. She helps you with fast passes and makes your vacation stress-free. You just show up and start enjoying your Disney vacation from the moment you touch down to the moment you take off. So, if you're thinking about a trip to Disney parks, or maybe a Disney cruise, or maybe an adventure by Disney, or maybe Aulani, or we have Disney Vero Beach over on the coast, or Disney's Hilton Head up in South Carolina, call Tracy. The best part is when you call Tracy, there is no charge to you. Her services are absolutely free. You can get in touch with Tracy at Tracy, and that's TRACEE at olptravel.com. Her phone number is 724-747-2732, or just log on to her website at www.olptravel.com. Remember, Our Laughing Place Travel.
Sounds good to me.
I can't wait.
Now, we decided to talk all about the D23 parks announcements.
Yes.
If you want to know about movies, you're going to have to go become a Patreon to go listen to that.
We were originally only going to talk about the food announcements from Disney D23 Expo, but there weren't any. So
yeah. All I heard was lines and overpriced, and that was that.
Yep.
It was an interesting, the whole expo thing is very interesting.
Yes.
I have a Facebook group that was, keeping me on my toes this weekend.
Yes, they were.
We took in over 2,000 members in 2 days, and I don't know how many posts were happening, but it's crazy. Like I was telling my dear friend John over here, if we go back in 2019, we're going as vendors.
Yep.
And we're not going to be that crazy to to sleep outside,
Right.
or in the basement of the Anaheim Convention Center.
Yes.
With,
It is very interesting. I heard a lot of positives and some negatives, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So how do you want to do this? You want to start talking like parks?
I got the list.
Starting a park. Oh, you got a list? All right, let's go.
Yeah. I got.
Get on it.
You're up first with the first big announcement.
I am.
Yeah.
What? Okay, you got the list in the show notes.
Show notes.
Oh God, I didn't even pull it up. I'm such a dork. I had it up. I wasn't looking at it. I need some show aggro. So the first big thing, and Tony gave this to me because I'm such a fan. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is not Star Wars Land. It's Galaxy's Edge.
What other land has a stupid name like that? It's not Fantasy Edge.
No.
It's not the edge of fantasies.
Well, the thing is, it's supposed to reinforce the fact that you're on the extreme outer rim of the galaxy. You're on the edge of the galaxy. So, this was the big announcement for the new Star Wars lands at Disney Parks. Bob Chapek, who is the chairman of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, revealed the official name of the Star Wars inspired lands that are currently under construction at Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts, and shared some more details of the immersive experiences guests will be able to enjoy when the lands open in 2019. Now, the lands, both called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, will allow guests to visit a remote trading port on the edge of wild space where Star Wars characters and their stories come to life, and where guests will find themselves in the middle of the action. The lands will feature two major attractions that will put guests in the middle of a battle between the First Order and La Resistance. Each attraction and even the land itself will offer guests a chance to immerse themselves in the Star Wars universe like never before. One of the two new attractions, just two.
I'm noticing a reoccurring theme when they build new lands.
Let me pause for just a second. At least in Walt Disney World, they're building the land to encompass Star Tours. Disneyland has Star Tours in Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Are they closing it and removing it over?
I don't know.
Anyway, one attraction that'll make you feel like you're on a Star Destroyer inside a hangar bay, and it's an attraction built on a scale that you've never seen before. And that's all we know about that ride, that attraction, for whatever it's worth.
Right.
The second attraction will give guests the opportunity to actually fly the Millennium Falcon, piloting the ship, shooting blasters, and preparing for hyperspace, all while completing a critical mission. But how you perform on the mission holds even bigger stakes, because you perform with skill, you may earn extra galactic credits, while bringing the ship banged up could put you on the list of a bounty hunter. So I don't know where the galactic credits come into play. You know, if you've got somebody on your little group of people who's not going to play along,
right?
This seems a little bit kind of like Mission Space, except that there's actually repercussions if you don't press the button.
Right.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. You could end up at Harco's list. And you may face a problem if you show up at the local cantina and the bounty hunter recognizes you. Guests will also encounter many familiar faces from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, including BB-8, Chewbacca, members of the First Order, among many others. Rex, the troublesome pilot you may remember from a previous version of Star Tours, will take on a new role as a DJ. DJ Rexy Rex in the house.
We're refurbishing and repairing droids and putting them back out.
Yes. And speaking of the cantina, here guests will be able to try unique concoctions like blue milk.
Isn't that from another place we don't want to go?
That is. Nearby, you'll also be able to acquire trinkets and treasures from across the galaxy.
I'm shocked.
I know. We on Earth call that a gift shop.
Yeah. Don't we have one of those already?
Yes. One of the things that they said within the announcement themselves is they have Harco's is the bounty hunter. I don't know this character, but there's another guy who is kind of like a really hard edge, no scruples about him at all, Han Solo. His name is Hondo, who's from the Star Wars Rebels series. He's going to be walking around. So that's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to meeting Hondo.
Yep.
So Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will open in 2019. First at Disneyland Resort, and then later in the year, they hope, at Walt Disney World. No further opening dates have been announced yet.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. I think they were saying the summer of 2019, so
yeah,
we'll have to see.
So summer of 2019 for Disneyland. We'll probably get winter.
Yeah. There's a lot of pictures and movie of the model of this land. And one thing that I didn't see, and I didn't maybe take a deeper dive into the pictures and the video, is I didn't see any of these AT-ATs. There's 2 AT-ATs in Disneyland, 2 AT-ATs here, and I didn't see any AT-AT in any model.
Weird, right?
Yeah. So, and we know they exist because there are pictures of them in both places, in the construction zones. So, I don't know.
Maybe they're inside of one of these buildings.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Or maybe they decided, you know what, I don't feel like making 2 AT-ATs and putting them in this model. And somebody posted a picture, which I thought was funny. I think it's right around the Millennium Falcon area. It was a picture of that area, from the model, filled with a sea of people.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yeah.
This is what it'll really look like.
Disney's model?
Yeah.
Actuality. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was great.
So, go check that out. I think it was on Facebook if you can.
Yeah.
All right. Hollywood Studios is getting yet another change. So, Star Wars Land, Toy Story Land, and now we're going to beat up a little more the middle of the park. They're going to replace the Great Movie Ride with the first Mickey-themed ride through the attraction, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, coming to Disney's Hollywood Studio. Now, let's get into the story, and then we'll talk about the issues with this.
Yes, let's.
First of all, it's going to be a new attraction featuring the international icon Mickey Mouse, and it's coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios here at Walt Disney World.
Right.
Details for our first Mickey-themed ride-through attraction, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That's going to get hard to say after a couple cocktails. Was just unveiled during the D23 presentation over at the Expo. On Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, you will step through the movie screen and join Mickey and his friends like never before. The attraction will put you inside the wacky and unpredictable world of the Mickey Mouse cartoon short, where you're the star and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Can my hair catch fire? Anything can happen.
The zany, out-of-control adventures features surprises, twists, and turns, dazzling visual effects, and mind-boggling transformations that happen right before your eyes. The attraction is inspired by Mickey shorts that you can see on the Disney Channel, and the people who bring you the shorts at the Disney television animation are partnering with them to build and bring this attraction to life.
This attraction, I hope, is really, really fun and exciting. I'm looking forward to it. But if it's not all that it should be, we should take this press release and go in, this is not wacky, this is not zany, and nothing could happen. My hair didn't catch fire. I distinctly remember being told my hair would catch fire.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad will feature a new story and a new singable attraction theme song, as well as new experiences we are calling 2.5D. 2.5D. Not 3.5, not 4, 2.5D.
Yes. No
glasses will be required. So I can leave mine at home?
That's great. I can't see anything.
I can't hear without my glasses on.
What?
Never mind see. Walt Disney Imagineering Kevin Rafferty said teams are inventing new technologies that turn the flat world of a colorful cartoon short into the dimensional display of amazingness.
Amazing. Oh, wait. Amazingness.
As you plan ahead, we also want to let you know, in order to prepare for this whole new attraction, the final day for the Great Movie Ride will be August 13th, 2017. And that will be it. No more Great Movie Ride presented by Turner Classics. It's all out. It's all done. August 13th. Mark your calendar, go. It'll be a zoo. You can wait 3 hours to see attraction, which you could probably walk on right now.
That's right. Before they made this announcement, walk on.
Yeah.
10 seconds after they made this announcement,
everybody was on it.
5-hour wait.
Yeah.
You'll have more luck trying to ride Toy Story Mania.
Yeah. I think they're going to do a lot of these movie screen things. I think they're going to make the car spin and rotate around because it's a trackless track. So I think they'll have some, kind of like with Dinosaur and Indiana Jones, where they can really make the cars react and do things. I have a feeling that's what they're going to try and do in this. It's the same ride system-ish as those two things, so I think they can really... and I there's nothing wrong with the great, Mickey. We really don't have a Mickey attraction.
Not anymore.
Mickey Magic, but he's only there for the first 10 seconds, and then Donald takes over.
Yeah, not since they pulled out his little Toontown.
Yeah, Toontown's gone.
Yeah. I'm really kind of hoping that they still keep elements. The thing that we're not hearing anything about is One Man's Dream.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about that.
We'll see.
And so, at least they're doing something traditional-esque with the Mickey stuff, but still, I think we're getting further and further away from.
And it was funny. So I was with some family the other night, Saturday and Sunday night. So the interesting thing is, they're 20 to 12 years old, and they don't know half of the movies in there. They don't know who John Wayne is. They don't know what Casablanca is. So the things in there don't have any relevance or meaning to them.
Right.
They'd have to put in, more relevant movies. So I think just turning it into something cooler and better is fine with me.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I will miss it, but, it'll still be air-conditioned and it'll still be Mickey themed.
Gotcha. All right, so moving on, going over to Epcot, we have a very interesting announcement. And I gotta say, Disney apparently is probably the worst at keeping secrets.
Right.
I mean, we came out of the whole parks thing, I was like, there's a few things I was surprised by, but nothing like ground earth-shattering.
Right.
But Guardians of the Galaxy, we're getting a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and we're getting a Ratatouille attraction. Ooh. So, Epcot fans rejoice because plans were revealed at this weekend's D23 Expo that the park will receive not one, but 2 attractions inspired by films. Apparently, because Disney can only build 2 attractions at a time. First is a Guardians of the Galaxy inspired attraction that's going to be added to the Future World area, adhering to the original vision of Epcot's Future World as the place to experience the excitement adventure offered by space travel. All right, I'll go with you on that. If you're abducted by aliens and you're taken to the far side of the galaxy with your mom's Walkman in a cassette tape,
right,
with no batteries,
right.
That's the future of space travel. There is an addition that we're really looking forward to as a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout debuted at Disney's California Adventure Park earlier this year to rave reviews from guests. Epcot's brand new e-ticket will be based on the rockin' action-packed world of Guardians of the Galaxy and is the next step in how guests can encounter these characters at Walt Disney World Resort. Epcot just may be the perfect place for a Guardians-inspired attraction. Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, actually visited Epcot as a kid. Note, the new attraction will replace the current Universe of Energy attraction that will close August 13th. August is not going to be a good month for Disney attractions, apparently. The artwork that I saw did not look like it was a roller coaster. So I'm a little perturbed by that. I was really kind of hoping for a roller coaster, but it looks like they're keeping a lot of the outside.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep it under wraps for a while.
Yeah, we'll see what that looks like. So next up is Disney Pixar's Ratatouille-inspired attraction that was over in Disneyland Paris. Will be added to the France Pavilion and World Showcase. The attraction will expand the pavilion similar to the 4D attraction Ratatouille the Adventure, which opened over at Walt Disney Studios Park in 2014. Guests will be able to shrink down to Remy size and scurry to safety in a dazzling, chaotic chase across a kitchen with the sights, sounds, and smells of Gaston's legendary Parisian restaurant. Now, according to Disney leadership, both attractions will be open in time for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World in 2021. So they're going to close.
5 years to make an attraction.
Going to close Ellen's Energy Adventure, take it all out, and it's going to take them 5 years to build 2 attractions. First of all,
they're taking their time. They're pacing themselves.
First of all, do I need to even say this anymore? I don't want to be the negative guy. But when you are competing with a Universal that is literally building theme parks
in months,
in months, and I understand it's a water park. I totally understand it.
Right.
But they've built 2 resorts, a third resort, well, an add-on to another resort.
Right.
They've built more rides and lands in a year in the same time frame that they've taken to build 2 attractions and a land in Animal Kingdom.
Right.
And then now they're saying 5 years for us to get, 2 attractions.
Hey, do you want the 2 or do you want them to go somewhere else?
Can I get back to you on that?
Sure. Let me know how that works out.
But do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to be negative, but it's like 2 years or 5 years to build 2 rides? Seriously.
Hey.
It just seems crazy to me.
They got to do what they got to do.
I get it. I get it.
They're methodical. There's a lot of theming that goes into this stuff. We're not just slapping some steel beams in the ground.
Yeah, God knows.
And then making this big queue line and calling it an attraction.
That is true. Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right. Hey, don't forget, we're having a party September 2nd. Go to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast and click on events on the left-hand side and sign up. We are going to have a blowout shindig from 2 to 4 at Bay Lake Tower in a grandiose villa.
Grand Villa, the best time of the year.
Yep. Don't forget that we have the Disney Parks store. Go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/store. Or is it store or shop? Shop. And go check out all of our mouse pads and coasters and things that we have up there. Don't forget that Mr. Donahue is an author. You can go out and get Disney Bucket List, The Magic Kingdom, and it's still $15 on www.parkhoppers.com.
For now. We'll have a summer sale soon.
There you go.
A summer sale soon.
A summer sale soon.
Yeah.
Will you be selling seashells by the seashell?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
With the summertime sale soon?
With the summertime sale. Yeah.
Also, go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com, and I have a book called Disney by the Numbers, and that's all the facts and figures of Walt Disney World. Don't forget to check us out on whatever you do. Rate us, review us, Upcast, Downcast, Podcast, Sidecast, Google Play, whatever you're, Stitcher, Twitter, whatever you're on. Don't forget to go check us out, rate us, and review us. All right, Mr. Bob was pretty busy also talking about Tron.
Oh, wait. Say it again.
Tron is coming to the Magic Kingdom. And I feel like we said it and then Bob said it.
Literally, from our lips to Bob's ears.
From our lips to Bob's lips.
Gross.
The new Tron attraction will sit in an entirely new area right next to Space Mountain. So I think the Tomorrowland Speedway may get a stay of execution.
I don't think so.
So we'll see. We'll see, because their picture looks like it's not going to be touching the Speedway, because there are picture of the Speedway in their picture.
You know what's missing from that picture?
Yeah.
Queue line.
Well, I think they'll queue up over by Space Mountain.
We'll see.
It'll be the same line. You won't know if you're getting on Space or Tron.
We shall see.
I already made the announcement D23. The regular Disney Park podcast listeners will know that the Tron Light Cycle Power Run attraction at Shanghai Disney is a coaster-style attraction where riders board a train of two-wheeled cycles. It offers access into the energy, lights, and excitement of Tron's high-tech universe, and is one of the most thrilling adventures at any Disney park. And it's also the most popular attraction in Shanghai right now, too. Also, during that presentation, Bob said there is plan to open the Tron attraction in time for the 50th in 2021.
All right.
So there you go.
All right. Three attractions.
I'm excited for this. I really.
Me too.
Yeah. I hope they have previews and no failures.
Yes.
I hope that we can see it and do it before, because this is not only a big e-ticket attraction. This may help us get on the mine train, John, because the fast passes for the mine train will dramatically decrease because everybody's going to want to go on Tron.
Brother, unless I lose weight, there's no getting me on the mine train.
Or unless they make a bigger train.
Which they're never going to do. They're never going to do that.
I don't know. I think that, my hope is that they do more things in Tomorrowland. And I hope this is just the start of some of the announcements we're going to hear, or the things that they're going to do.
Right.
I have a feeling in a year or two, when they maybe flesh out more ideas of what the 50th is going to look like and what they plan on really doing, I hope they come back and tell us.
Well,
sooner rather than later.
Well, here's the thing. In 2 more years, we have another D23.
Expo, yeah.
So that'll be... Well, in 2 years, we'll have another D23.
That'll be 2019. And that'll be 2 years before that.
Yeah. And then,
And then 2021, and we're done.
2021 will be a D23 right before the 50th starts, because it'll be October there, not July.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Moving forward. Hey, man. Speaking of, keeping with the world of Future World and what life is like in space, we're getting a new restaurant to offer a quote, and I quote, out of this world. I gotta stay away from that button, but it's fun as all get out. We're getting an out of this world dining experience at Epcot. Mr. Chapek continued by unveiling exciting plans to create a new restaurant at Epcot that will offer amazing meals with spectacular views high above the earth from space. The restaurant, which will be located adjacent to the park's Mission Space attraction, Kayfabe, wouldn't the restaurant be in space?
Yes.
Okay. Will invite guests to travel into space for an amazing dining experience with the stars. Walt Disney Imagineer Tom Fitzgerald shared the first look at the restaurant during the Walt Disney World Parks and Resorts presentation D23 Expo this past weekend. The new space restaurant will be operated by the Patina Restaurant Group. Patina operates several other restaurants here at Walt Disney World, including Tutto Italia. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Tutto Via Napoli at Epcot, and Morimoto Asia at Disney Springs. There will be much more to share about this restaurant in the future, but we're very excited about it. You just can't have enough good. If it's a good dining experience and not a crazy, here's what I'm hoping that they don't do. I hope they don't do like T-Rex is everybody look out.
Yeah.
There's an asteroid coming. We're all going to die. And then everything, I don't want that. I want this like
I
a
think
legit,
it's going to be a classy experience.
as classy as you could make a restaurant with video screens.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
And see, I was just saying this the other day. For me, Epcot is really two parts.
Mm-hmm.
I either go to World Showcase for a dining experience, hang out with friends, go to an Eat to the Beat or Flower Power or whatever, and I leave.
Yep.
Or I go to the front because I want to go on all the attractions, test tracks, soaring, whatever.
Yeah.
And I leave.
Right.
Now, Disney's making me eat in Future World, not World Showcase.
Right.
And they're making me go to World Showcase to go on attractions like Frozen and whatever else they're going to put back there.
Yeah.
So now they're mixing my two things.
Right. They're screwing with your life, man. They're screwing with your life.
Yeah.
I
see what they're doing.
I think it's good.
I got your number, Disney.
I think it's good. You know what I would really love for them to do is in the land pavilion, if they would take out that really horrible 5,000-year-old movie and do something. The Circle of Trash. Do something with that movie, because that movie is old looking. The signage is old. The movie is old.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. I mean, the list starts with that, and there were other things that go right under that.
Yeah, but if they take out the janitors,
yeah.
We're going to have words.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're going to have words.
Yep. All right, last week we had a trivia contest, and the question was, what is the significance of Walt Disney's family company, Retlaw Enterprises?
It's the cousin of the sorcerer from Fantasia.
No. It is actually Walter spelled backwards.
So's the sorcerer from Fantasia.
That's Yensid.
Right.
Right.
Yensid, Retlaw.
Yep.
They're
and
cousins.
Ellen is the winner, and Ellen, we will send something in the mail to you this week.
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yes.
I nominally like her show.
Yeah. There you go.
Good job, Ellen. Sorry about your energy adventure.
Right. It's going bye-bye. This week's question is from a movie.
Okay.
And try and give us the exact words. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What phrase does the evil witch in Snow White actually say to the mirror?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How many C's will a seashell chuck?
There was a new one out. I was trying to figure out what it was, and it was really funny. And I sent it to Sarah, and I couldn't find it in the in my text timeline, but it was really, really good.
If you know the answer, email it to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com or give us a call at 407-413-9010. Either way, it's acceptable. Okay, next up, plans were unveiled for a Star Wars-inspired themed resort.
Dun, dun, dun. Add it to the list of the worst-kept secrets at Disney.
Our friend Bob, who unveiled many, many things at D23
Expo,
confirmed that a Star Wars-inspired resort will debut as part of the new Disney 360 vacation concept. So maybe there are going to be more. Dear Disney, I would like a Toy Story resort where I can shrink down to the size of a toy. Just saying, if you're going to do 360 vacations, please put that on your list. Okay. According to Bob, this revolutionary new vacation experience will be a living adventure that allows guests to immerse themselves in an entirely new form of Disney storytelling. You know, they tried this. It was called the Disney Institute.
Did it not work?
Ask Saratoga Springs.
Whoopsie.
According to Bob, and I quote, "It's unlike anything that exists today," Bob said. "From the second you arrive, you will become part of the Star Wars story. You will immediately become a citizen of the galaxy. And aren't I a citizen of the galaxy now, Bob? And experience all that entails, including dressing up in the proper attire. And once you leave Earth, you will discover a starship alive with characters, stories, and adventures that unfold all around you. It is a 100% immersive, and story will touch every single minute of your day. It will culminate in a unique journey for every person who visits. Keep your eyes open and your ears open to this podcast when we get more details. Now, I heard that the price, because they didn't mention a price at D23, was about $1,000 a person for a 3-night immersive experience.
That's
a little steep.
That's pricey.
The other two things that are left out of this little press thing is, Bob said two things. One was, it will be a deluxe resort. That means they can charge you whatever they like,
right,
and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And number two is, it'll be small. It will only be 400 rooms. So that is teeny tiny in the world of Disney for a resort. Which means if there's only 2 people per room, that's only 800 people can do this, have this experience at one time.
Right. So let's be really stupid, mean.
Sure.
Let's just assume for 1 second that this goes south and does not do well. The price is too much.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens to this resort? It's only 400 rooms. What do they do with it?
I don't know. They turn it into something else.
Yeah.
You know, they turn it into Toy Story Hotel.
Yeah. Well, the Star Wars doesn't do it. I don't know if Toy Story is going to... In this house...
They got one in Shanghai.
In this house... Well, that's true. They do. Fair point.
They got one in Shanghai.
How's it doing over there?
I think pretty well.
Based on your opinion of Toy Story?
Based on occupancy, from what I've heard.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
If you've got some information to back it up.
I've heard occupancy's pretty high.
That's like saying, who's...
But the problem is they only have like 2 resorts there. So if you're going to stay at a Disney resort, you have that deluxe
this one
resort.
or this one.
Right. Yeah, so.
Well, that's what Disneyland Paris is doing. Oh, which I'm getting ready to talk about now.
Yeah.
That's what Disneyland Paris is doing, because they're changing. Well, I'll read the story and then I'll...
Yeah.
Okay. So Disneyland Paris is bringing their favorite Marvel characters to Disney's Hotel New York, and it's going to become the Art of Marvel. It's fine with me.
Yeah.
Fresh off the announcements from D23 Expo, from Disneyland Resort to Disney New York, the Art of Marvel is coming. As part of his presentation to the tens of thousands of fans who were on property, the D23 Expo in Anaheim, Disney Parks and Resorts Chairman we should just go ahead and say, Bob continued by announcing the reimagination of Disney's New York Hotel into a new Marvel-themed Wonderland. We're going to create a hotel at Disneyland Paris that will make Tony Stark proud. I'm thrilled to announce that Disney's New York Hotel, the Art of Marvel, will transport our guests to the action-packed, inspiring world of superheroes, including Iron Man, the Avengers, and Spider-Man, among others.
So they're going to take a current hotel,
correct, that is New York themed,
and flip it to a Marvel hotel.
Yeah, it's not going to be very difficult to do. Disneyland Paris is currently in the midst of a stunning 25-year anniversary celebration. Stay tuned to the Disney blah 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 blah. New episodes will set blah blah blah. The new adventure set sail on July 24th, Disneyland Paris, but the surprising transformation to the we're already talking about other stuff. Yep. Okay, so if you go to Disneyland Paris, they have 3 resorts. They have
Disneyland Paris. It's over there.
Disneyland Paris. If you go to Disneyland Paris, they have 3 resorts. They have one which is kind of a New England type resort,
really? Like
New
Yacht
England
Beach?
base. Yeah, very yacht and beach.
Okay.
Then they have another one that's very much like Wilderness Lodge, Disneyland's kind of lodge as well. And then they have kind of a mainstream, very modern looking resort called New York, Disney's New York Resort. And it's very upscale looking. It's not going to take that much to flip it into something that looks like it's from the Stark Tower. So the lounges will be really easy to fix. The floor, they're probably get a chunk out of the floor and put the Stark logo, the big A or whatever.
Yeah.
So it won't be that big of a stretch to turn this into a,
Now, I'm surprised they didn't make this the Disney 360 experience.
It's too big.
Where, you go into the Marvel world.
It's too big for that.
Yeah.
I think the Star Wars thing, 400 rooms, not very big. You can control 400 rooms. These resorts at Disneyland Paris are huge, as the president would say. They're huge. So having that 360 degree experience would be very difficult there.
I don't know the room count off the top of my head.
I don't either.
They are. Yeah.
But it is the closest resort to Disney's. What do they call it? Their version of Disney Springs. So it's a much closer walk. So not that makes a big deal, but it's going to be a cool look. We spent a lot of time in that resort just because we like the lounge there. Their the Wilderness Lodge type thing is actually more close to the Grand Californian in look and feel.
Right.
So I think this will be a great change for them. I would love for us to get something like this, but that's going to be impossible with the deal that we have with Universal.
Yeah.
I would also love for this resort would also be perfect for not just Tony Stark, but as we're reading the press releases, Iron Man, the Avengers, and Spider-Man. Well, Doctor Strange is based out in New York, so is the Fantastic Four. I mean, a lot of these things are based out in New York is because that's where Marvel Studios' home was and still is to a degree. So, anyway, that's just my take on it.
Okay, the thing that I thought wasn't going to really happen because I thought it was fake is actually going to happen. They are building a gondola system here in Florida.
Worst kept secret in the planet.
Well, once you file permits, it's public knowledge.
Yeah.
So, they have to learn to not do that anymore.
You didn't think they were going to do it?
I really didn't. I really thought, that doesn't sound real.
Yeah, but when you drive around property...
I know, but I think,
blatant.
All right, well, maybe they're doing something else. But, all right, so then they're calling it, they gave it a name. It's not going to be gondolas. It'll be the Disney Skyliner. Very nice name. And they had some very cute pictures for the designs, which I think is
very cute.
Very cute.
I want to ride the Haunted Mansion one.
Yeah, I thought that'd be very cute. So this is really a second announcement they mentioned is now these new mini, and I don't mean as in small, but Minnie Mouse vehicles, which will transport guests. So let's talk about this. So a brand new transportation system is coming to Walt Disney World Resort to add even more magic to your future vacation experiences that Bob announced at the D23 event. The Disney Skyliner will also soon give guests a bird's eye view of the Walt Disney World Resort. The transportation system will connect Disney's Art of Animation, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach resorts, and other locations. I don't know what the other locations are quite yet. Disney's Hollywood Studio, I think it'll be Coronado, Disney's Hollywood Studio, and International Gateway at Epcot. And the gondolas with Disney Skyliner will feature favorite Disney characters. I also thought they were going to connect to the TTC.
They're building a hub. I heard they're building a hub.
And I think it's going to be at the TTC.
I don't think so.
No?
No, because I think the hub is going to be where the old the racetrack used to be. Because it looks to me, I've not seen any construction near the TTC, but I've seen a lot of construction right past the...
I still call that area the TTC. But
So then yes.
The other transportation service will feature vehicles themed to one and only Minnie Mouse, and will be announced during Parks and Resort which they did. The mini vehicles have already showed up on property today. There was one at the boardwalk, and from what we're hearing, it's $20 carload. You can fill up the car with as many humans that can be seatbelted in legally, and then they'll take you anywhere you want to go for $20. Disney Springs, water park, another resort to resort, resort to park to park, whatever you want to do for $20.
Right.
So, think about that. Also think that Uber is way cheaper than $20.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to go from a park to a resort, I think it's like $5-6
yeah.
for a carload.
Yeah. So, if you have to be in a mini car, then a Minnie Mouse vehicle, then do this. Now, I'm not sure how you get the vehicle and how many of these there are right now. I mean, is there one at every resort? Parked out front, ready to go, or do I have to do something on my Disney Experience app? Get me a car.
Right.
I'm hitting a button.
I haven't seen. I'll bet you it's something you could probably do through concierge
or Bell Services.
Yeah.
Get me the mini car.
I don't know about Bell Services.
Bell Valet Services, up front.
Yeah. Probably. It's because I talk to a lot of people I'm Ubering about, because they're not actively saying you can't Uber, but they're not suggesting Uber. It's always a taxi or.
Well, now they're going to suggest this.
Yeah, they're going to suggest, but this doesn't take people off property.
No.
And that's where a lot of people are like, hey, I want to go off property. I want to run to Walmart, or I want to run somewhere. I want to go over to the outlet malls. And this is not something that these vehicles are going to be able to do. They're not going to be able to take people off property. I cannot believe that Disney's taken on the responsibility for this. I mean, on a ride, an attraction, the gondola thing, I kind of understand it.
Yeah.
But I can't believe that they're
This is a human driving a vehicle.
Correct.
On Disney property, which is filled with crazy tourists. If something happens,
sure,
who's to blame?
Sure. Now, on the flip side, I would love to drive one of these.
Sure.
I would drive.
How do you get hired to do that?
I would drive that all day long because, I'd sit and
I could put some mini stickers on my car.
Yeah, because I'd be talking to guests. I'd be talking about Disney stuff. Right. I mean, it's an extension of like what I do with when I'm Ubering. It's fun. I keep it light. I talk about, Disney stuff and park to give people suggestions.
Yep.
I probably wouldn't be able to do some of the things because I'm honest about when I say things, but I wouldn't mind driving for Disney. I've been thinking about it, and I was like, if I could get hired to do this, I would totally do this.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's in the cards for me.
Let's kill it here because we have a guest coming up.
Okay.
We kind of ran out of time, but we can continue this next week.
We sure can. We got a lot to do here. So many more. What was your favorite announcements coming out of the parks and resorts?
Star Wars, Toy Story, which we didn't get to.
Yeah. So what was yours? Let us know. DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. You can call the hotline number. You can. I'm still trying to find that stupid thing. How many woods could James Woods James? If James Wood could James Wood.
All right, so don't forget, go check us out at DisneyParksPodcast.com or on Facebook at Facebook.com/DisneyParksPodcast. We're on Patreon at Patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast. We're on Twitter at DisneyPodcaster and all over the internets. And as we'd like to say around here, kiddies, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One you wish upon a star.